storybook today about a little boy and the wind. See him? It's called One Windy Wednesday. And you know what today is? Today's Wednesday. But it's not too windy today, so let's see what the storybook says. It looks like a farm. See the farmhouse, and they've got the laundry on the clothesline, and the cows are out. I mean, they're out where they belong. One windy Wednesday. Yeah, there's some more things up there. It's a little owl, isn't it? One Wednesday, Bonnie Bumble felt the wind begin to blow. It blew and blew and blew. Look at that wind blowing. Hi, come on in. Welcome. We're talking about the wind today, and we just started a story with the wind blowing with Bonnie Bumble. It blew the quack right out of the duck. It blew the moo right out of the cow. It blew the oink right out of the pig, and it blew the baa right out of the lamb. Oh my goodness. When they made their noise, the wind blew it right away. So let's see what else. Moo, said the duck. Does the duck say moo? No, he said the wrong thing. Oink, said the cow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's silly. Quack, said the lamb. Baa, said the pig. Oh, what a mess, said Bonnie Bumble. The wind blew the voices to the wrong animal. What will they do? When the wind died down, she worked to put everything right. She patted the quack back onto the duck. She hitched the moo back onto the cow. She tied the oink back onto the pig. See her tying that little tie? She knit the baa back into the lamb. See the little lamb there? Quack, said the duck. Moo, said the cow. Oink, said the pig. Baa, said the lamb. That's better, said Bonnie Bumble, and she was all worn out. Just then a little breeze blew by. Meow, meow, said the dog. Uh-oh, it's all mixed up again. Does the dog say meow? No, she got it all mixed up again. And that's the end of the story. She's looking funny like, oh no, I have to start over. She's going to have to fix them again. That's a silly story, isn't it? This is another book. Yep, it's called I Faced the Wind. I think it's about another little girl and the wind. And look what she's doing with that sack on the back. See the wind really blowing? Oh my goodness, let's see what happens to her. I see some kites on the front. Do you go fly kites in the wind?
I don't.
Don't you? Let's see if, oh, I think she might. She's holding a kite. Let's see. Ever face a strong wind? Your hair blows away from your face. You could lose your hat. And if the wind is blowing hard enough, you might even have to walk at a slant. See, the wind blew her hat away. It's blowing her hair back. She's slanting into it. You can't see this force that's pushing you, but you can feel it. And you can see what the wind does to other things. It makes flags stick out straight. It makes leaves on the trees shake. And it makes the kite stay up in the sky. An umbrella turns inside out. Sometimes when it's too windy, why does the wind push you? You can discover why by asking questions and doing things to get answers. Here's the first question. What's the wind made of? The wind is made of, do you know what? What is it that blows around when we feel it?
It's kind of warm.
Yes.
It blows our hair.
That's right. The wind blows because the sun has warmed up the air, and it's so warm it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And sometimes when it's really cold, when the sun hasn't warmed it up, it's really, really cold. So you know what? Let's pretend to be the air. Stand up and be a big bunch of air. Whoop. Stand up and be air. That's right. Wave your arms around. You're the air. It's okay, you don't have to. So if you're air and you're really warm, the sun is warming you up and you're so hot, oh, it feels wonderful. You're reaching up to the sun. But now let's say it's really cold. It's really, really cold and you've got to snuggle up really tight. Then you would, hi, welcome. We're being really cold air. And when air is cold, it gets down low and it scrunches up like this. And the hot air's up here, and pretty soon it starts to trade with each other. And the wind starts to blow. And that's what makes the wind blow. Okay, come sit right back here. And let's try this storybook. It's called Wind. And it has another little girl. And what else is with her? A dog. Let's see what happens with this little girl and her dog. The earth we live on is a spinning ball. Kind of like that little fish's house. And look, the little girl's doing just what we did. She's out in the air waving her arms around. When the earth spins, the air around it moves too. Yeah, look at her. The earth is spinning and the air is pushing. When the air moves, we call it wind. When the sun heats up the air, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. Remember when we went up high because it was warm and nice? But when it's heavy, it's cold and it falls down. When it's really cold, remember we got really cold and went down? That's showing that the air's getting cold. It's going down. And the cool air and the warm air are always trading places. And that's what makes our wind. Okay, let's find this funny one. This one says, the wind blew. Look at all the people. Yeah, another book, that's right. The wind blew. Look what's on the back. The postman is trying to give letters to people and the wind's blowing it away. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, look what the trees do when the wind blows. Have you seen trees blow like that before?
No.
Oh, sometimes it does. And sometimes the wind blows our seeds around. Well, I have a picture later. Remember when we went out and looked at milkweed seeds and we blew them and they went all over? That's what the wind does for seeds, and it plants our prairies and our grass and our flowers. The wind helps us. But it's not helping this guy. Look at this. Yeah, the wind blew. It's gonna rain. He doesn't look like he likes that weather. Would you like that weather? No.
I got a question.
What's your question?
When it's very, very cold, it spreads all of the things off of it.
That's right.
It's not very tight.
That's right. That's right. That wind took the umbrella from Mr. White and turned it inside out. Yeah, look at that. The wind blew his umbrella inside out. It snatched up the balloon from little Priscilla and swept it up to join the umbrella. Uh-oh. And not content, it took a hat, and still not satisfied with that, it has an umbrella, a balloon, a hat, and now what? A kite. Let's see. It whipped a kite into the air and kept it spinning round up there. It grabbed a shirt left out to dry and tossed it upward to the sky. Look at all those things blowing. It plucked a hanky from a nose, and up and up and up it rose.
Where's the hanky?
Right there. Plucked it right from that nose. It lifted the wig from the judge's head, and it didn't drop back. There's the wig, and there's the bald guy. He lost his wig. Instead, it whistled the postman's letter. It whirled the postman's letters up as if it hadn't done enough. Oh my goodness, the letters are blowing everywhere. All the people are chasing their things. What's going to happen? It blew so hard it quickly stole a striped flag on a fluttering pole. It pulled the new scarves from the twins and tossed them to the other things. Look at those. All those people have lost something way up in the air. It sent the newspapers fluttering round, then tired of all the things it found. Look at the whole sky is full of things that the wind took. It mixed them up and threw them down. Everybody got something, but they maybe didn't get the right thing back. Let's see. And it blew away to sea. Now it's going to push that boat around, isn't it? That ship. Okay. Now I have one I need you to help me with. Who's this? It's Thomas, yeah. And I'm going to need you one at a time to help me answer a question. Yeah, do you know Thomas? You help me. It says, who is enjoying the weather? See the sunshine? Come here, sweetheart. Can you pull this down and tell us who's enjoying the weather? You pull that down. Can you pull it down? James is enjoying the sunshine. You know James, I bet, don't you? Let's see the next one. Why are there leaves on the track? Do you want to pull this one down? Because it's windy. The leaves have blown all over the track and they're in Gordon's way. Oh my goodness. Let's see. When can you make a snowman? You want to pull that down and tell us? When it's snowing. Sir Topham Hatt likes to play in the snow. See that? What is the weather like today? Is it your turn? It's raining, but Henry still is happy. See, Henry? And you know what? I have one more page. Where is Thomas? You know what? It's for him. He hasn't tried it yet. There's Thomas. Thank you. Our book had just the right number of pages for the children at Story Hour today. That was a fun weather book, wasn't it? Okay. This one is called Simon. Yeah. Simon and the Wind. Let's see what happens to Simon. Simon's a little boy, and who's helping him today?
A horse.
A horse. Let's see what happens to Simon and the Wind. My name is Simon, and I love the wind. You see him? When the autumn wind begins to blow, I go out and watch things fly. What's he watching fly today? Leaves, yep.
It's hot.
I stand on a rock and blow soap bubbles. The wind carries them off. If I could blow a big enough bubble, would it take me flying up in the wind? What do you think? Could he blow a big bubble and would it take him flying? Do you think so? You think so? Let's see. I run to catch my biggest bubble, but it blows into a tree and it breaks. Yeah, it broke, didn't it? His big bubble broke. I go to the garden and I ask the scarecrow, how can I learn to fly in the wind? It must be easy, Simon. Even the birds know how to do it, said the scarecrow. Is that true? Can people learn to fly easy just because birds can? No. Let's see what it says. Yeah, birds can. I go to the river and I meet the birds. My friend Marlene brings an airplane. I talk to the birds and ask them, will you pull us in the wind? Can a bird pull people in the wind?
No.
No. Can you see the little airplane that his friend Marlene brought? It's a box that has suspenders that holds it up, and it looks like an airplane, but is it going to make her fly? What do you think? Can she fly with that box on her? No, probably not.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens. But the birds are flying far away, and I don't know when they'll return. It's fall. They're going south for the winter to stay warm, aren't they? But they can't carry a little boy on their wings, can they?
Yes, they can.
They could. I lie on the grass and I ask the sun, how can I learn to fly with the wind? Well, the sun said, it must be easy, Simon. Even the clouds know how to do it. Oh, so maybe Simon has to ask a cloud how to do it. I ride up the mountain to talk to the clouds. See, he hitched up his little horse and he's going up high to talk to the clouds. And let's see what they say. But the clouds turn to rain and I have to run home. That didn't work, did it? I go to the field to look for my friends. I cannot fly in the wind like a bubble or like the birds or like the clouds. But look what happened. See that pretty rainbow? How many rainbows are there?
1, 2, 11, 12.
Let's count them, shall we? 1, 2, 3.
1,
3.
2, 3.
3 rainbows. That's a pretty end to the story. But I can make other things fly. What's he making fly in that picture? What's he flying? A kite, that's right. So Simon got to fly a kite even though he didn't get to fly. Okay, now I have a story that I have to tell you, and you're going to have to watch it on this big board behind me, right here. It's about a contest. Which one do you think is going to be stronger, the wind or the sun? The sun. You think so? Let's see. The wind is talking and he says, He says, I am the strongest one around. I'm stronger than anyone else. I can push over trees in the winter and I like to cover houses with snow. The sun said, And the wind said, I can smash ships onto icebergs. And the sun said, And the wind said, I like to rip shutters right off windows of houses. No one is stronger than I am. And the sun just laughed. What are you laughing at, you weak old thing? Who, me? Said the sun. Why, I'm afraid you have it all wrong. And that blustery wind said, What? You think you're strong, you oversized grapefruit? Let's have a contest. I'll show you who's the strongest. All right, said the sun. Let's do it. See that little boy down there? That one with the umbrella and the coat? And he's just coming out of his house and he's heading to the nature center for story hour. Yes, said the wind, I see him. Why? And the sun said, I bet you can't remove his coat before he gets to the nature center. Ha, said the wind, just watch me blow. Just watch me howl. Why, that little pipsqueak doesn't have a chance. I'll rip that coat right off of him. And the sun said, okay, let's begin this contest right now. You go first. So the wind is going to try to blow everything off this little boy. And the sun thinks he can make him not have his coat on too. So let's see who wins. The wind went blowing and bowling, blowing and howling, and the little boy hung on to his baseball cap. And the boy looked up, and it looked dark like it might rain, so I brought an umbrella, but now it's breezy. I can hardly keep my cap on my head. Wait till I really get blowing, kid, said the wind. And the little boy said, I better go back to the house and trade this umbrella for a scarf. Phew, it's too windy for an umbrella. So he took off his umbrella and put it away. And then the wind said, wait till that little boy comes back outside. I'll blow him right down his front steps. I'll whip away his scarf. That coat will be sitting on the moon. And the boy said, phew, this weather, how quickly it got cold. Brr. If I didn't love stories at the nature center, I'd probably stay home today. And the wind said, get ready for more, kid. And the boy said, wow, I can hardly walk against this wind. I have to hold on to my coat tightly. Good thing I'm holding on to my cap. What a day for story hour. I'm glad I have my scarf on. It feels great. And the wind said, "That's it, I'll fix you, I'll knock you over. Get ready for me to blast you with cold air." And the little boy said, "I may have to take the bus if this wind keeps up. Wow, I'm lucky that the bus is right on the corner." And the wind blew and blew as hard as he could, and he just turned more blue in the face. And then the sun said, "You've tried very hard. Now it's my turn." And the sun came over and warmed that little boy up. And he said, "Oh, boy, it's getting kind of hot out here now. I don't think I need this scarf. I think I'll take it off." So he took off his scarf, and he said, "I'm walking to the nature center for story hour, and whew, I'm even getting hotter still." That sun kept shining brighter and warmer, and he said, "I don't think I need my cap anymore. I'm really, really warm." And then he kept walking a little further, and the sun was shining brighter and brighter, and guess what he did? He said, "I'm going to take that coat off. I'm too warm to walk to the nature center." There he is with his book, going to the nature center for story hour. And who was the one who made him take his coat off? Did the wind blow it off? No, the wind didn't blow it off. The sun was so warm, the sun made him take his coat off because it felt so good. That's it. So which one won? Did the sunshine win, or did the wind win the bet?
The wind.
The wind didn't get his coat off him, did it? But the sun made him take his coat off. So the sun was stronger than the wind on that day. All right, let's look at this one. What will the weather be like today? What's our weather like today? Look outside. Is it sunny?
It's cloudy.
It's cloudy. You are right. Is it windy? Not too windy today. No.
It gets a little warm.
It's a little bit warm. It's not too cold. And you know what? I went for a walk this morning and it rained on me. So there's a little bit of rain. We might get some more rain today. Let's see what this book says. The question is, what will the weather be like today? Just at the moment when the night becomes day, when the stars in the sky begin fading away, you can hear all the birds and the animals say, "What will the weather be like today?" Look at all those animals. Will it be windy? There's someone flying a kite on a windy day. Will it be warm? Look at all the fun things people do when it's warm out. They lie in the grass and read their books. Will there be snow? Do you think we'll have snow today? No. Do we sometimes get snow? Yeah, we do. I heard we might get snow on Friday.
I heard too.
Did you hear that too? Or it could be frosty, kind of not snowy, but frosty. Or will it storm? Sometimes do we get lightning and thunder? Yeah, we do get lightning and thunder sometimes. "Be dry," said the lizard. "I won't complain." Here's a little lizard. He's out in the desert, and he likes it when the sun shines nice and warm and keeps him hot. The frog in the bog says, "Perhaps it will rain." The frog likes it nice and rainy because he likes to be wet.
To be wet.
Yeah. The white cockatoo likes it steamy and hot. See that little white bird on the tree? He likes it to be nice and hot. The mole doesn't know if it's raining or not. We've seen moles. Do you remember when we take a walk and we see a little bump of the earth in a trail? Here's what would you?
We were going on a nature walk, and we saw two caterpillars. One was poisonous, and one was fluffy.
Oh, caterpillars are fluffy. It helps them stay warm in the winter, doesn't it? "Whatever the weather, I work," said the bee. "It's wet," said the duck. "This weather's for me." "Weather? What's that?" say the fish in the sea. They're under the water. They don't care if it rains. Do they get more wet if it rains? Nope, they don't. They're in the water already. The world has awakened. The day has begun. And somewhere it's cloudy. And somewhere there's sun. And somewhere the sun and the rain meet to play and paint a bright rainbow to dress up the day. Is that a pretty rainbow?
It's like a heart.
Yeah. How is the weather where you are today? We talked about that. It's kind of a gray day here today. Sometimes the sun pops out, but not all the time. And I think that that's all we have. Is it time for us to go for a walk? It is almost.